What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back, girl, for this Tide episode of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. First of all, ignore the shirt. I just picked it up and put it on, okay? It was just, girl, I'm at home. It don't matter. It don't matter. That ain't what we here for. What episode is this? Girl, I think this is episode 17. Blindsided and divided, okay? Girl, we get up into the episode. And let's just talk about Chance and Taylor, because I'm over it. I'm over it. Listen. Stop editing stuff to make it seem like certain things is going on, and then when we get to it and we get to the explanation of it, it don't necessarily make sense. And then you make it seem like what had happened was not what we thought that happened was, you know? So this whole situation with Chance and Taylor, you know, according to y'all said Chance's phone was up in the bathroom. I'm going to take y'all word for it. And Taylor decided to go up in there and take that phone and to go through it. She done seen some deleted messages. She done seen some, you know, look like he was signing up for some hookup websites or apps or something like that. And then, you know, she got pissed off and took all his little clothes that fit up in the corner of the closet and just start burning and stuff. Chance, of course, was pissed off, because you will be pissed off too. But the explanation, I just cannot stand the fact that we got from point A to point Z real quick with not knowing B, C, D, and everything else that was in between. Okay? You know, so when we come to the episode today, it's the next day, and Taylor up in there putting her makeup on, and Chance just laying in the bed acting like ain't nothing else happened. I said, what? So we just finna go on and carry on with life like you just didn't burn that man's clothes last night? Like you just didn't say that man was cheating or whatever? Like we just didn't cuss him out the night before? And she was like, girl, listen, let me just tell you what happened. I guess they talked it out a little bit. And, you know, she's still feeling some type of way. And it feel like they want to chop it up to the fact that she a little bit hormonal because she almost about to give birth, all right? Basically, she gets upset because he was deleting his text messages and all this stuff like that. She was like, okay, well, you talking about that was junk mail or whatever, because somebody did say it could have possibly been junk mail that she saw that he was deleting and all them other messages. That was possibly the thing, but if you click on it, like, I'm pretty sure you could tell what's junk mail, but she was talking about text messages, not emails. So I don't know. Either way, I don't put nothing past Chance. I'm not giving him another chance, and I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. I do think Chance was out here doing some other things, okay? Like, come on. You spending all that time at the casino by yourself with who? With who? And what's her name, okay? And listen, Taylor was like, well, since that's what it was and you up here deleting your text messages and all this stuff, of course, I'm going to go a little crazy. Of course, I'm going to think this and I'm going to think that. And I'm sitting here like, so was you cheating or not? Who is work Jess? Who is work Jess? We still ain't get to the crux of that, because he talking about she tripping or whatever because she just this girl, you know, that just be talking to me about her dad and her day and how things is going. And I'm just telling her, I said, first of all, that lady don't need to be telling. If she from your job, she don't need to be texting you and telling you, having these full-blown conversations about what's going on with this, what's going on with that. Baby, we'll talk when we get to work and we talking about work stuff. You don't need to be all up in my personal when I got a wife at home or a soon-to-be wife or want-to-be wife and she about to have my baby and I'm living rent-free off of her. Well, let me not say rent-free because he the one that's paying the bills, but technically speaking, he barely paying them bitches. I said, what is going on? Chance, I don't believe you. You know, talk about some, well, you got men friends and you don't do all this. She was like, no, I don't, okay? No, I don't. And see, you want to know what the difference between me and you is? I don't delete my text messages, okay? I don't delete anything. So if you want to see my phone, you will see all my messages. And at this point, they sitting in the confessional together and they talking about it. And then I'm like, if y'all finna go through each other's phone, well, you can go through my phone. I ain't gonna delete nothing no more and all that stuff. I'm sitting here like, of course she don't trust him. Understandable, girl. We was with you from day one with the trust situation, so we would have understood that. We need all this extra. I'ma chalk it up to hormones or whatever, because that baby pressing against your bladder and it's pressing against your organs and it's making you say, bitch, get out of here, okay? And every little thing that he doing at this point with the money situation is pissing you off, and you needed to snap. And girl, I feel like it was justified, but also, Chance, I feel like maybe you didn't really do nothing in this instance, but you kind of covered your track because you was deleting messages, because we can't see exactly what was said in those messages to that lady. But you probably was doing something, you just didn't get caught. For real, like you didn't have the physical evidence, like the actual text messages before you. Now you saying you're gonna keep them. Listen, if I gotta be in a relationship with somebody that I gotta look at their text messages, I gotta go through their phone, look through the call log and all that stuff, why are we together? Why are we together? Okay, because let me tell you something. You get in a relationship with me, you ask me to see my phone, I ain't got nothing to hide, but you ain't gonna see it. You ain't gonna see it because why? Because I'm not gonna ask you to see your phone. Whatever you doing up in your phone, if it's for me to see, you will show me. I don't have to ask you and tell me, let me see your phone. Let me see your phone. Because then I'm gonna take that as a sign that you don't trust me and you think something is going on. Or you got some issues going on with yourself. And I ain't got time for that, okay? Moving on. So we get from next thing, next, I guess it's like a next day or a later day or whatever. They are about to be induced, okay? So they're about to get ready to go to the hospital. They telling the kids, hey, y'all know we're about to go to the hospital and the baby Mason is about to be here in a little bit. Okay, I said, what time is it? What time of day? Like, girl, they induced, you know, I only asking this because I always go to the hospital in the morning, you know, and I'm pretty sure that you can get stuff happening because babies come in all times of night. But I thought, you know, sometimes you can pick your time to be induced. But I don't know what time of day it was. It was bright as day outside. So who knows? It could have been early in the morning or whatever. And they was just getting ready and talking and all that stuff. But who knows? It could have been 2 o'clock. But I would have rather just be up in that thing. Be up in there early in the morning because I don't think you can't eat nothing. You know, you probably just sucking on ice chips and everything like that. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. Stomach just rumbling. I don't know if it's gas. I don't know if it's a contraction. I don't know if the baby kicking me in my gut. I don't know what it is. And I just want it to be done. Okay? Get this thing out of me. I would have been like, let's put me on a C-section for this. Okay? Because at this point, I just felt some type of way. Like, you know, they kept on saying that she got a clotting issue or whatever, where if she gives birth, it's a possibility like it could clot and the baby won't be like the umbilical cord. Like the baby can probably lose oxygen trying to come out the vaginal cavity, the birth canal. There it is, okay? Okay. You know, sex education 101, okay? Biology. All right, come through the birth canal like this and, you know, just lose all type of breath, you know? And I was just like, oh, that's scary because that's what happened to her other baby boy. And I was like, oh, just give her a C-section, okay? So that y'all can keep an eye on it, you know? But maybe that could be a little bit more dangerous because, you know, you got to cut her open and ain't no telling that she's going to clot out. Girl, the body is a crazy thing, especially when it comes to clots. I don't know, so I ain't gonna put it out there. This is what's best for, this is what's best for. So all of a sudden, before they get ready to go, somebody knocking at the door. Girl, she said, Chance, somebody knocking at the door. Imagine they all in the same room. So anybody could have went to the door to go get it. She was like, Chance, somebody knocking at the door. Imagine she was closer to the door. So he went over there, answered the door, and he was like, what? Who is this? Because at first he thought it was his PO. He was like, oh my God, what? Girl, I said it's Bobby. And sure enough, it was Bobby. And at first, I was happy to see Bobby, all right? And let me tell you something. On this channel, regardless of if we like somebody or not, if we got questions, we gonna prompt them questions, right? And we gonna say what we feel, no matter how it may come off, or how much we like each other. I was real happy to see Bobby, okay? Bobby, girl, you was cool. It was cool to see you. At that moment, I was real like, oh, Bobby, she here to see her sister to give birth and everything. That was cute. I said, girl, you flew all the way from Arizona. She said, girl, hell no, I drove. I said, oh, how many hours? They was like, it was 18 to 24 hours. You drove up here by yourself or whatever. Girl, come to find out, you know, nobody knew. I guess the mom or whatever them knew, but nobody else knew what was going on. She said, girl, I had to be down here with my sister when she give birth and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? See baby Mason and everything. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all doing great? Okay, cool. But then all of a sudden, like when they was just standing up in front of each other, I was looking at Babita, and I said, Mama, you tired? Because at one point, it looked like Mama was a little lingering. You know what I'm saying? She was lingering a little bit. And I said, I'm going to keep that to myself and tuck it in the back and just say that, ooh, Mama could be tired. Because instantly I said, I hope ain't nothing going on. Okay? Because this whole time we was taking up for you, girl. And I just hope ain't nothing going on. So I put that in the back of my mind. Chance even said, you know, maybe she tired. She looked like she could be sober. Or she just a little bit tired because she drove all those hours away. But I'm going to keep my eye on her because come to find out, Mama said she was homesick from Arizona. The relationship that she was in down there didn't work out. So she said, listen, I'm coming back up here to Ohio. I said, oh, okay. She said she finna stay with a friend that's a couple of houses down. I said, all right, because she want to be there for baby Mason or whatever. And she going to try to get a feel to see if whenever she ready to go back down there to Arizona, if she going to leave again. I said, okay. So they get to the hospital. We see another sister. I said, oh, y'all got another sister? She must be a big sister, huh? Okay. She must be the big sister to Taylor and Bobby because I keep on forgetting that Taylor and Bobby are twins. I said, oh. So they get to the hospital. And, you know, Taylor just laying up in that bed. I felt bad for her. I really did. Mama said, listen, I'm getting uncomfortable. I'm getting uncomfortable. It's all here. Like, listen, I'm so glad, Chance, bitch, you can be able to get comfortable or whatever while you laying up in that chair all snuggled and warm and everything and just finna go to sleep and you catching all the sheeps and Z's and everything while I'm sitting here and I can't even straighten up my back because my back hurt, okay? Because this thing just pushing and doing all this type of stuff, okay? This thing going this big. I ain't got time for this and you just laying there. You just laying there. I said, oh, this what happen when you get pregnant, baby. This the 5th one. Okay, you should know. But all of a sudden, like when they came up in there to I guess put an IV or something up in her, Bobby gets up. And I don't know, it was just the way that she walked over there and the fact that she was like, you know, I can't deal with this hospital stuff or whatever. I don't like to be up in the hospital unless I have to be in the hospital. And so therefore, I'm about to leave and I'll be back tomorrow. I said, now, ma'am, didn't you go down there to Arizona to be like a nurse or a CPN or what is a CN or something? I don't know. It was something like that, a nurse, right? So was you being a nurse, like a home care nurse or something like that you couldn't be up in the hospital? I was just a little bit confused, Miss Bobby. It just didn't really look right. And for some reason, it didn't settle in my spirit. Like, you know, Chance was looking a little concerned. Chance was just trying to peep it out like, now, you literally said that you drove all the way back up here. And I hate this because I was on Chance's side with the thought process in this part. That ain't never happened, okay? We ain't here for Chance on this channel, okay? But when somebody make a point, you got to give it to them. And I was feeling the same way. I was thinking like, so you drove all the way up here. You said that you wanted to be here for the birth, but you didn't stay for the birth, and you said that you was going to come back tomorrow. Okay. It was just like some of the actions that she was doing. Maybe we was reading a little bit too much into it. I was just thinking, baby, I hope you still clean. And I hope the reason why you did not stay is because you truly do felt triggered because of your history of being in the hospital with your substance abuse and all of that stuff. Maybe she telling the truth. I don't know. I'm going to give Mama benefit of the doubt, but I'm just saying, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. I was like, girl, what's going on? Because when they was in the house, Mama's eyes was red. Like, her face was red and stuff like that. She was wild. I said, oh, what's going on, Miss Babita? Like, I hope we not sliding. We better slide forward, not backwards, baby. Okay? And if that's the case, are you sure that you need to be back up in Ohio, and especially on the same block where you be having all your relapses? All right, I'm just saying. And then being around the people that triggered, like Chance ain't a trigger to you either. Girl, child, okay. You know, but Miss Taylor was a little scared. Miss Taylor was a little scared. She was going through it bad. We didn't even see her give birth yet. Okay, so I guess we'll see that next week. Moving on from there, let's get to Sean and Sarah. I just want to get them out the way. So Sarah been out here playing around with Anthony. She claims she ain't playing around, but you know, she letting her daughter play with her daddy, you know, get to know him, letting the daddy go be over there with the mom, and then dropping little Abby off over there. So now she's supervised and she in a safe place or whatever, and Sean don't know nothing about this. Girl, I didn't care about this. Sean and his fake outrage and his fake storyline, I mean, it's probably real, 9 out of 10. It's probably real, but the emotions and the acting about it just really wasn't sitting with me, because I just don't care. I just don't care about Sean and Sarah, because after the way y'all acted the last couple of seasons we done seen y'all, girl, we don't feel no sympathetical about you, okay? And Sean, you especially, we don't feel nothing about you. I feel like this is your karma coming back to roost on your ass, okay? You know, you dealing with all the issues that everybody else was saying they was having with you. Now you about to have it with Sarah and her extra man. Okay, her baby daddy, you know. Meanwhile, Sarah up there playing up in there, like she 12, and she trying to get her some new titties, okay? She stuffing her bra, instead of with tissue, she stuffing it with, you know, some water balloons. I said, first of all, that is a waste of water, because you ain't finna do nothing with that water. It is a drought, okay? You know, we could have been using that water for something else. You ain't even finna go outside and play with it or whatever, and you trying to see how big your titties gonna be. You was at the doctor's office. They ain't put the breast implant little things up in there like that so that you can gauge the size and all that stuff. And so she come out there and she was looking, and then Sean come up there and he was like, oh snap, look at this. I want that. Okay, let me, what you doing? Cheat. I said, oh, I don't think I need to see this. Oh, I don't want to see this. Oh, what is happening? I said, Sean, this foreplay. Sean was trying to get some ass all of a sudden. And Sarah said, no, sir, I don't want to do that right about now. He was like, I mean, the kids to sleep or whatever, you know, baby to sleep and all that stuff. And, you know, like, let's just go ahead and do what we got to do right here, right now. She was like, no, sir, that ain't what I want to do right now. And he was like, what's good? Like, I'm up here trying to turn you on or whatever. She was like, trying to turn me on. What was turning me on? It was like, the only reason why you turned on is because you see these big old titties. That's what it is? Because it's this stuff? Okay, and she started pulling the water balloons out. She was like, no, this is what you get. These, okay? And he was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he was like, what's really going on? What's really good? Like, I just feel like you distanced from me or whatever. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I just don't get it. And she was like, listen, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, okay? And you can come outside if you want to. And I said, ooh, what is this? They go outside and she smoked that cigarette. And he was like, what's going on? Are you cheating on me? Are you cheating on me? I said, damn, let's just put it out there. He said, are you cheating on me? She was like, no, I'm not cheating on you, Sean. But, okay, listen, here's the thing. He was like, because you just been going out the house real more. You've been going to your mama house and all this stuff. You want to get your boobs done. You doing this and you doing that. You got somebody else? You got somebody else? Girl, she was like, nah, I ain't got nobody else. Abby been seeing her daddy. That's just all what it is. And he be going over there to my mama house, and that's where Abby be seeing him at. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me he back up in her life? He back up in the picture when you told me that he was up in jail and then he really out and you doing this? No, so you fucking him? You doing him? You doing all this stuff? You having sex with him? Because you sure ain't having sex with me. When he said that, I like to die. I said, oh, you dead serious about that, huh? That hit a nerve with Sean. And I said, well, Sean, you can't really feel away. I mean, you can. But when that lady was trying to get you in the mood, you weren't in the mood. And now that you was in the mood, and she don't want to be in the mood, that ain't her fault, okay? But also, it is Sarah's fault that she was just, you know, y'all are married. Y'all not boyfriend and girlfriend. When y'all are married, y'all are legally obligated to each other. Your life is intertwined with each other. And you need to tell each other what's going on. That's just what it is, okay? You have got to tell each other what's going on. And Sarah, you should have told him, regardless of how he may react, that, you know, Anthony is back in the picture because he wants to see his daughter. Now, Sean, on the one hand, I understand. Truthfully, I really don't. Why do you feel threatened by this man? Because you know that he could possibly take your wife. Is that what it is? That means that you don't trust your wife. If you feel so threatened about somebody else that ain't been in the picture in a minute, and regardless of the history, and y'all married, you feel like that man can come in and just take your wife. That means you don't trust her, you don't trust the relationship, and you don't trust yourself, and you're a little bit insecure. And you know that, you know, a little bit of karma coming back on that ass, and that's what's happening right here, right now. And so you got that, but also you can't be mad that she want her daughter to know her father. And it ain't like she bringing a dude and they going out to a parking lot and they sitting up in the car talking and trying to act like a whole ass family. She letting him go over to the mama house. I thought she said she don't like him. Yeah, she did, but that was because he was doing drugs and all that stuff or whatever. But at this point, it ain't even about them. It's about the baby knowing who the daddy was. So what you was going to let her go throughout her whole life, Sean, without knowing who her daddy was? Maybe that's how you roll since you had 6 kids and you was barely there from one deadbeat to another. Now all of a sudden you want to play daddy and it's okay, but when a daddy for her comes in, it's a problem. Just because you don't want him around your girl, baby, suck that shit up. Suck it up. But Sarah, you shouldn't have went behind his back doing all that. You should have been straight up, okay? Because y'all are married, you know. And then he get upset and he pushed that swing set. I said, excuse me. I said, now Sean, stop it. Go up in there and go cool down, okay? Go cool down. He all up in the confession. I said, damn, did somebody hit him in the nose? I said, is his nose broke? Why is his nose all red right here? And then it's white and everything else right there. I said, what happened? Squeeze that thing and let it drain. I said, now, Sean, calm down, okay? Before you give yourself a little stroke, playing like you're mad. But anyway, shoot, I apologize. What's going on with my phone? Okay, fine. It's good. Meanwhile, we get off of them and we get to other insignificant, like the most insignificant couple on this show, Lindsay and Blaine. And I'm not finna spend too much time on them because when I tell you out of all love after lockup couples that I really don't care for, they're top 2. Marcelino and Brittany, number 1. And these is number 2, okay? Blaine and Lindsay, basically everything was cool. She calmed down. You know, she was asking him questions about the fact that the daddy said, that she was thinking about marriage and you would marry me. It was like, yeah, I'll marry you or whatever if you say it. She was like, if he was to ask me to marry him, I would definitely say yes. Okay, square jaw. You know, that's fine. But it was just doing a lot because it went from being all happy or whatever and about the situation, and then she was about to give him some sex or whatever. She was a little turned on, and he was like, no, I feel like going out there and having wind therapy, going play on the dirt bikes and stuff like that. Okay, fine. She was like, nah, let's have some sex therapy. I said the same thing. I said, what's with the men's on here turning down the coach? Like, usually that's what y'all be wanting, and I just don't really be seeing that too often where the men just be like, no, not tonight. I'm a little tired. I gotta go roll. I gotta go roll on my dirt bike to get this out. I'm like, take it out on me. That's what they want. They want you to take it out on them. They be like, take it out on me, baby. Like, what's going on? He was like, okay, you know, she take her shirt off. She about to unzip his pants and all that stuff. And he said, how about you just keep my pants on? You ain't got to pull them all the way down because the thing that you need is right there. I said, excuse me. Oh, wait, who does that? What type of sneaky link type of stuff is this? Like, we trying to sneak and do it in a bathroom of a bar or something. Like, what's going on? We at home. Take them clothes off. Shit. But when she said, girl, Mr. Blaine, we ain't finna do that. Blaine talk like he a little remedial. I hate that slow talk, and his voice is deep, and he has his accent, what makes him sound a little remedial, and I'm pretty sure that he's not. I really hate that. What is with that? Like, you know, Monique be talking through her teeth and lazy-like or whatever because her tongue's so thick, and it's probably because her neck thick too. Anyway, moving on from that, you can't tell me Monique don't have sleep apnea. Monique wasn't even on the episode today, and we're gonna get back to but come on. You know, like I went to the doctor before and I said, you know, because my mama had sleep apnea and my sister got a mild case of it, the second oldest. And so I had went to the doctor. I said, well, shit, since all y'all got it, and you know, let me go check and see if I got it or something. My doctor was like, first of all, you ain't got it. Do you be going to sleep, falling asleep randomly in the day? I said, no. Do you have trouble going to sleep? Not really. It's just that I ain't got trouble going to sleep because I can't, because of breathing or whatever. I had trouble going to sleep because I just be staying up watching stuff or whatever. That's why I can't go to sleep on time. But when I go to sleep, baby, I'm asleep, okay? And it was like, do you have headaches or whatever? Given the little symptoms or whatever that you could possibly have sleep apnea before they do you the sleep study. And he was checking my neck. He was like, oh, your neck ain't thick like somebody that would have. And I was like, oh, okay, right. You know, I could possibly have it, but I'm pretty sure that if I do, it's very, very mild. I ain't never really had no problem. So, you know, there's that. But I know for sure, you can't tell me, Monique, with that. Moving on. I don't even know how we got on here. But Blaine had an ankle monitor on. And Lindsay went overboard, okay? Now, it's one thing when she explained why she was pissed because you're an inmate now. She got it set for her parole with her probation officer that she could be with a person that could be on probation. You know what I'm saying? Also, that's not an inmate of the state, not a convicted felon, but somebody that has charges. And my whole thing is, even then, how come you getting so upset when you knew that that's a possibility, when you knew that he had charges, though? Those charges, he can get convicted on them, which would in turn make him a felon if he had to go to prison anyway. But now he's on like he got an ankle monitor. He's on house arrest for 3 years, and you're upset at that. Granted, I understand him keeping it from you because he was trying to surprise you with it, and you feel as though, oh, he lying to me, he keeping stuff from me or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it's still just like, why are we so upset? He is gonna still be home, and she talking about all of the stuff that you got to do. You can't even go get your mail. You can't do this. And he said, baby, that was for you. The conditions and restrictions for me ain't that strict. I could still go out and about. I just got to come home by a certain day and be out the house by a certain day. Okay, I have a little bit of a curfew. I can still go out. I could do whatever, and I just can't go out off of state lines. That's it. Okay, and she still wasn't trying to hear that. And at this point, I just feel like Lindsay is just trying to make up issues and make a storyline because she really has none. There is no issue right here. I don't know how the parole system work or whatever, but he said he got it figured away and so that they can both be together in the home. It's fine, and he ain't tripping, so why you tripping so hard? I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you going over and beyond. Like, that was nothing to be that pissed off about. Like, you can feel a way, but to go so far the way that she was, I was like, girl, get the hell up out of here. Moving on from that. Who else is on here? Who else is on here? I feel like Puppy and Amber. That's the one that I was feeling like I was missing. See, the episode really wasn't much because y'all ain't finna get a long review like y'all usually do. It ain't finna be over 50 minutes or even probably touching 50. But baby, so Amber and Puppy. This is after, you know, last time we saw her, they was at her mama's house. Eric came out their bathroom and out the house and said, come on, let's go. Come on, kid. I said, come on, kid. Am I your girl or am I a kid? Like, baby, what is this? What is this? Don't nickname me. And the way that he said it was like she was a dog. I mean, her name is Puppy. And like, come on, kid. You know, that's how I was waiting for him to snap his feet and go, come on, kid. Come on, kid. I said, what? You know, and so they was over there talking, and mama was basically like, I'm here for you for whatever you decide to do and all that stuff and woo, woo, woo. They get in the car. Puppy is driving. And I'm pretty sure Puppy was driving because Eric was high as hell. You couldn't tell me no different. Why is he sitting there? I said, now I know, all of a sudden it's late at night because it was dark outside, right? I don't even know how late it was. I just know the sun was down, right? Eric is in that car like this. So, you gonna tell me what you and your mom was over there talking about? Cause I know y'all was over there talking. Y'all was acting a little funny when you when I came outside, and you were looking at me when I came outside or whatever. Cause you know you just been acting a little strange and everything. She was like, "Nope, you want to tell me what's going on? I mean, you already know. I don't know, like what you trying to say, like what's going on with you." I said, wake up. If you're going to talk to me, open up your eyes and talk to me. But basically, they going back and forth with the innuendos. And it's like, girl, open up your mouth and tell that man, I know you been cheating on me. I was on the phone when you was arguing with your ex-wife. It's over. It's done with. And at this point in time, listen, I know I was feeling real sympathetical for her last week and saying that, you know, I get how she talking about some, you know, she got to figure out a way to get out. Baby, at this point, just get the fuck out, okay? I'm sorry to say it like that. Put all cautions to the winds. You need to get about the situation. Don't nobody give a damn about Eric. And if Eric want to do some stuff, he ain't trying to go to jail. He'll go back to jail. But then again, some of these niggas is crazy. But at the same time, he don't look like he got that up in him, okay? He looked like he all talk, and he probably was waiting for the time that you can go. That man was trying to control that girl, and that's exactly why he made it so that she wouldn't have to work, so that if she decides to leave, to try to make it seem like she can't leave. Because where you gonna go? What money you gonna have, okay? But she said deuces. He was talking to her, and he was screaming at her. He was cussing at her and everything up in that car. And she was like, you know what? I'm tired of you cussing at me. And he was like, I'm tired of you and you this and you that or whatever. Next thing you know, she pulled over, and he got up out the car, and she drove off. I said, you drove off in the man car? She said, yeah, take these goddamn cameras down. I said, oh. So next thing you know, when we see her, she pulling up in the truck at her mama's house after she called Amber to tell her to meet her at her mama's house. And basically, she took most of the stuff that she could. She had a friend car, and she gonna stay at her mama's house for a minute. And then she gonna try to figure out where she gonna go because she left Eric for now. Amber come over there, and the way Amber be talking, girl, I would not be able to be friends with her because her voice is irritating, okay? You probably a nice person. That's debatable. You know, I heard some things. We done discussed some things up in the comments, okay? Did you or did you not laugh about certain things, okay? But at the same time, that voice is annoying as hell, okay? And I'm like, damn, I just can't do that because I'm attracted to sounds, whether you are for an intimate partner or for a friendship. And if I can't stomach your voice, even if you're a good person, we can't be friends. I can't do that. You could be the best person in the world, but I just can't look past that because it just be irritating me. And I'm just like, oh my God, ugh. I don't know what that is. Am I the only one that's like that? But that's just a pet peeve of mine. And I hate it because you can't control it because that's your God-given voice. And so, I don't know. She just got this I told you so type of voice. This matter of fact, I told you so type of voice. And then she literally said, throughout your whole relationship, he was having sex. He was cheating on you with his ex-wife, with his wife. And I'm like, well, damn. I mean, sometimes we need a little hard love and everything, but girl, don't tell it to me like that. Not right now, okay? Sympathize with me a little bit. But girl, puppy, we tired of you being sad. So that's probably what it is, because they've been telling you to leave that man alone. You know, it is what it is. So she gone from him for now. Moving on from that, Arise and Cameron. Girl, let me just tell you this. Every time we see Miss Lena for about 2 seconds, and then she being shipped off to one of Arise's friends. Girl, is she gonna stay in the house or not? And you know, they first coming in. The air conditioner still ain't fixed. The air conditioner man supposed to be coming in tomorrow to fix it. And then she's supposed to be going over to, what's her name? Priscilla's house, her friend that we saw last week, her house, okay? And so she could have a little conversation or whatever sometime with Cameron. She said Cameron wasn't in the house because Cameron needs to be out there. He's supposed to be out there looking for a job or whatever. I said, oh, okay, that's cute. And come to find out, Cameron is up in the studio. Cameron said, listen, I got a little stacks. I got some stacks or whatever put together. I mean, getting a job right about now, it ain't no focus, okay? My focus is my music. You know, I ain't got nobody down here, so I'm trying to make connections or whatever. So I just thought, let me book a studio time. I ain't gonna lie. Compared to Cameron and Montana Mills, I listen to Cameron stuff first, okay? It was sounding kind of cute. You know, I mean, if we got Pound Town, my coochie pink, and my booty hole brown, take it to Pound Town. Oh. Y'all, it's a real song, and it's literally called Pound Town. Look it up. Baby, compared to that, I would listen to anything Cameron has to say, okay? And he sounds decent up in the booth. I'm not gonna lie, okay? But, you know, even the engineer said with all the big wigs that he was working with, oh, he had to throw it out there. I said, you about to name drop? Who you work with? You work with Trick Daddy and Trina and them. I mean, that's Florida all day, every day right there. You did a little bit something with Rick Ross. Because he said the big wigs. And I said, oh, Ricky Ross. Ricky Rose, huh? The biggest boss. You know? I said, all right, fine. He said he can make it up in Tampa. I said he was decent. He was decent. Cameron was up in that booth. And Aretha was over there losing her man at the house. I said, girl, what's going on? He called, I mean, because he didn't answer the phone, so you gonna keep on calling and keep on calling and keep on calling. Baby, that'll make me just turn my phone off, and that's exactly what he did, okay? Now, in his case, you just got out of jail. You knew down here she probably a little bit worried about where you probably at because she don't know if you're alive or not or something happened. But also, she don't trust that man. She don't trust that man, okay? Because ain't no telling what he would have got into if he was drunk on the side of the road, if he was with some girls or whatever. She don't know, okay? And so she was pissed off. She done had a little liquor in her system. He come home with a little liquor. She was like, you smell like you got liquor on your breath. You was out there trying to find a job. Why would you turn your phone off? Because he was like, I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I was in the studio. You was in the studio, but you went out here finding no job. He was like, damn, I'm only been down here for 3 days. I can't get no fresh air. Now listen, Aretha. I know. You up here talking about you know, you need a second income. Y'all just moved into this new house and you need a second income. First of all, why would you get a house that you either borrow or leasing or renting or whatever that you know that you couldn't afford? That's one. Off of your one income when you the only one that's legally working, right? Right. Okay. So you should have got something that was more in your budget. Second of all, why would you think that that man was going to come in automatically as soon as he get down there, as soon as he touched down, go look for a job? Look at his character. And baby, truth be told, if I just got somewhere, give me a week before I go start doing something. Let me acclimate for a week or something. Damn. Let me get around and see how things is before I go look for something. But, you know, even if he go out there and look, not trying to make up for him or whatever, because we know he not. He ain't finna find nothing right about now. The nigga is fresh out of jail, fresh off of parole. Girl, it's gonna be a tough time, okay? And so at this point, you should have thought about this stuff, right? So you coming on his head and all this stuff, and he was like, oh, so it wasn't no problem when you was up there eating $1,000 lobsters and steak and stuff. I said, you know what, Cameron, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. I said, girl, she was something. Scrimps is good. That scrimps you delicious. I said, we not finna do this. We not finna tit for tat it because, you know, Cameron, you was wrong. You should have called that lady, or you should have at least texted her back. Baby, I'm in the studio, or I'll call you back in a minute. That's all you could have said. You know, you turned your phone off, so that is a little suspect, okay? So that's why she was doing the most. But then, did you see the way that she was acting? I said, are y'all acting? It felt like Cameron was real a little bit, but it felt like Aretha was acting because she wanted to laugh at certain times, okay? He left and went up into the room, and she was like, you ain't sleeping up in this room. I said, at this point, I don't know. I thought it was all for play because it looked like she was about to bust out laughing and say, let me suck your dick. Because she was standing between his legs, and I was just finna say, Aretha, just come here to suck his dick. Y'all go ahead and start playing and get this over with. Y'all know where it's leading to. But then he gets up and he leave out. He was like, fine. And she said, and don't ask for no pillows. Girl, he went downstairs and it was a sign that said family. He busted that. I said, excuse me. First of all, you didn't even pay for that, and how dare you mess that up, okay? We will not be sucking dick tonight, okay? No, we will not. And not after you destroyed the property and everything. I said, what is happening? Are y'all acting or what? Am I the only one that caught that? Moving on from that, Brittany and Marcelino. They're back. They're in Florida. And I'm finna sum it up because I really don't care. Because it's literally, when I say it is the same thing that happened last season that we seen them, minus the so-called, the cheating or whatever that was going on that caused the rift in their relationship. Take that away, and everything else that they was arguing about is still there, just a different location. The kids are older. Look like they're a few months older. Baby, they done sprouted up. I said, oh, the little girl is really talking and just out here when she gets so tall. Girl, you know, kids be growing real fast, okay? And I was looking at Brittany the whole time, and I was like, something about her look different. Did she do something to her face? Now, girl, I feel like Marcelino, and trying to keep up with the storyline of this show, had stressed her out so much. Mama probably was stress eating, okay? Mama gained a good 10 pounds, okay? And that's fine, you know. She don't look bad with it. You know, I like thick people too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big bitch as well, but you good. You good. You know, I said don't ever let no niggas stress you out. Niggas will let you, whoo, they'll stress you out, okay? And you want to know what's so sad about it is, people be like, I'm gonna go give me a one. Don't do that. Please don't ever do that. I'm gonna tell y'all this. My straight girls, if your man is out here just stressing you out and niggas is just doing you all type of wrong or whatever, and you tied a relationship with this one and it's all failing and all that stuff, don't ever say, let me try a woman, okay? Because they probably better. I'm pretty sure I can get this. No. And especially if you with a stud or a butch or a masculine presenting lesbian, don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. If you not 100% either bisexual or lesbianic, don't do it. Don't do it just because a nigga done broke your heart or whatever and all these niggas can't get right. Man, because if a man broke your heart, that woman, you ain't never felt heartbreak until a woman break your heart. We're really emotional. We're really sensitive to a certain extent, even if you try to act like you're not. And we know how to get in a little bit deeper. We feel deeper, okay? Even if you don't. And so they know how to fuck you up. It's going to ruin you. It's going to ruin you, especially if you are not used to that. So don't ever say, I'm finna get you. I said, Brittany, I don't know where this came from. I just wanted to put that out there. It was just on my spirit. It was just on my spirit. Because I feel like it's a couple of you straight girls that's kind of tottering on whether or not you should play around with a little gay girl. And I'm going to tell you, don't do it. Because they going to tear you up. They gonna break your heart. You gonna wind up falling for, and you gonna wind up being like Mimi and Ty from Loving Hip Hop Atlanta. That straight lady can't leave Ty alone. They break up so many times, and then she be all up on the internet, be all up in her feelings and everything, and then right back. It's a mess. You don't want to go through that. But Marcelino and Brittany, fuck that nigga. Okay, if I don't care, that's your baby daddy, that's your husband or whatever. Like if he giving you all this stress, let it go, okay? Because I'm tired. We don't want to see this. You literally moved from Vegas to come down there to Florida to still be complaining about the fact that you ain't having sex. Baby, you done been down there to Florida for 6 months. You done got friends with the nail tech lady, and you telling her all your business about them. I thought it was cute that the kids was doing baby yoga and y'all was doing yoga as a group. That was cute. But the fact that you telling them all your business about the fact that y'all ain't having sex like that, I said, baby, that's what you been telling us since for the last season or so, that y'all ain't really having sex. And that's where all these issues came from. I said, oh my God, so y'all literally, you went through all of that to be mad, and then you said in my heart of heart, I know I'm not through with Marcelino, so I took him back, and then y'all still not having sex. So it's like, what's the point of everything that was going on? Like, why are we here? And then, you know, Marcelino, he still just want to be down there in Vegas. He want to go back to Vegas, okay? Because he want to do his poker thing. The mama come down there just to babysit, and so that they can have a little date night. They go to the bar and everything. I was sitting at the corner. That was what it was, okay? When this real corny guy came over, that was Lil' Kim verse, okay? That was Lil' Kim version. So they do that, right? And then they was having a good time. It was cute or whatever. And then they get into an argument outside. Right in front of the Winn-Dixie. I said, y'all are ghetto. What is this? What is this? You don't want to see me like this and you just want to go back to Vegas, and if that's what you want to do, then you can go ahead. And you can get up in your truck and you can go ahead. I found somewhere else to get to the house. I said, get up off my TV with this. Here we go. Baby, we only saw them for a good, probably combined 5 minutes. And they went from, ooh, to this all real quick. I said, child, enough. Anyway, that was Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. Y'all tell me how y'all feeling. I'll see y'all later. Peace.